Not gonna lie, I think it's pretty clear what the MCU is and what they should do with all the Avengers teams. They should be down on the totem pole. I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm sorry, Captain America fans, but y'all are going to tier 3, right behind the Fantastic Four and right behind the X-Men. You feel what I'm saying? And I think that's because we have so many goddamn Avengers teams now that they're gonna have no choice but to split them. And hell, to be honest, that's probably the best of both worlds, so that we're actually able to get these smaller scale stories that could be, I don't know, maybe a mini movie, maybe a Disney Plus series. You feel what I'm saying? We can follow these characters that we know and love, but are pushed to the side a little bit for the new characters we want to build up. You feel what I'm saying? Which splitting the Avengers into 3 teams makes the most sense. With the first team, it's got to be Captain America's team. Whether Thor, Shang-Chi, Black Panther, whether they stay on this team after Secret Wars or not, I think Cap is still going to lead some sort of Avengers team. I just think they're going to be more of background characters who may get a Disney Plus series or 2, who may get a Captain America 4 where multiple Avengers show up in, maybe Thor 5, multiple Avengers show up in. I think they're going to get something small scale like that until they're needed in a couple years. Once the X-Men have rised, once the Fantastic Four have rised, then we can bring them back for real, for real. That can't just be it, because alongside them, you got the new Avengers too, are going to be in Doomsday. And I think those new Avengers, at least most of the team the way it is, wouldn't surprise me if some of them get off in Doomsday, but most of this team is going to turn into the West Coast Avengers. You feel what I'm saying? And this is where we get stories like Wonder Man, who was amazing, by the way. We see his story continue. We get to see the Thunderbolts, the new Avengers, whatever you want to call them. We get to see them in a sequel where you can introduce more characters to the team. Maybe you put Wonder Man on the Thunderbolts, the West Coast Avengers, you know what I'm trying to say. Maybe you introduce people like Black Cat or other characters that have yet to been introduced on the screen. Maybe you put White Vision into the West Coast Avengers team. Maybe this is what happens to Star-Lord. There's so many, I think they're going to do something different with him, to be honest. But there's so many possibilities they could do with the West Coast Avengers. And I'm not going to lie, this team right here, if they aren't getting the Thunderbolts too, they got Disney Plus written all over them. I can see it. Tell me you can't see it. The last team, of course, that they've been building up to for years now, to be honest. This is what I thought their big plan was going to be until everything happened that happened. But the Young Avengers have to come in some way, shape, or form. If they're going to be called the Young Avengers, I don't care. The Champions, I don't care. But I think we have to see this team come to fruition. They built up it way too much to last since like 2019 or 2020, I'd say 2020, 2021 to now to just scrap it completely. We got a taste of that with Marvel Zombies with Kamala Khan as the main character, but I think seeing the full team come together with Wiccan, with Speed, with Kid Loki, with Patriot, Kamala Khan, obviously, Ant-Man's daughter, Hawkeye's daughter, I forget her name. Why am I blanking on her name? It doesn't matter. You know what I'm trying to say here. I want to see this all come together, come to fruition. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. This is the definition of Disney Plus. I can see it, the Champion series, 10 episodes on Disney Plus. You see them come together. You see them fight some type of big threat. Maybe Star-Lord's there to be their mentor. Yeah, go ahead and make him. I know they're planning on it. Come on now. But yeah, man, that's what I think they should do with the Avengers teams. I think they should be right there, right behind Spider-Man, maybe on the same tier as Spider-Man, but they both should be behind the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. But what would you do with the Avengers team? Would you split them into multiple teams? Would you disband the Avengers? Would you have them wait to come back for an Avengers versus X-Men movie? Let me know in the comments down below, man, because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.